Okay, so in this video, what I want to do is try to finish things up for this week. So here's the week assignment, this week's update assignment. And so these are the tables we're going to be filling out as we narrow to what are going to be our recommendations to management. We have four different things to fill out here. Two of them are with outliers, two of them are without. Two of them come from annual averages calculated by the data tables. Two of them come from the figures, and there's two figures each. One, the count and total paid, the count and total paid over time. Everything is estimated to 2023, though the annual averages, we just use the years that we can trust, right? And for the upload, so this is gonna be a longer assignment, I understand. So I want you to complete the forecast for the M site, which is the Madison site, and for the P or the Poinet site. In the other videos, I kind of worked up to a certain point. I'm going to complete that in a moment, and then maybe we'll do some copying and pasting. We're going, I want to make sure that you guys are grabbing the correct class codes. They didn't change much. It's just maybe the cutoff point maybe changed a little bit. And then want to make sure that you have a good understanding moving into the final week. The final week's not going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of cleanup and organization. And so that's what we have going on. In preparation for this, we did a lot of work this week. And so I created a table of contents tab. You don't have to do this. I don't know when it was, 2 semesters ago, there was a student who he was able to click like on tab 1, it would go straight to tab 1. I'm going to see if I can learn to do that. So what have we been doing this week? So this week we started with this. So we've done a lot of work here. There was a lot of repetitive work, as you know. And so right now I've got 3 of my recommendations here. We had one with at the Poinet site, 4484 manual material handling. For 3076, we had 2 of them, manual material handling and cut puncture scrape. There is one more class code that we need to look at here. So there'll be a P, I can't remember what it is. I'll do those first. And then with Madison, we really only had one dominant class code, and I can't remember what it is, but I'll fill those in as well. So I'm going to try to do that real quick. So that's what I did. So what I need to do is if I'm going to do Poinet, I need to go to the Poinet with the outliers removed. Here it is. So I changed everything to outliers removed, or I'm going to be doing it, versus outliers included. It's just, I guess it's a, with outliers or it's a clear breakdown. So what did we do? What have we been doing? So with the outliers removed, we had 3 priorities: 3076, which I completed, 4484, which I completed, and 3179. And what are the rankings? 1, 2, 3. So this would be the third. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I need to create an additional sheet and copy this over. Oh, this always takes so long. It is because of the recording, because I was kind of playing before and it did not have that delay, not at all. Make this bigger. I'm going to delete this. I just want to sort by data, filter, sort by class code. Did I pass it already? There it is. All right, there they are. Is it 3179? Yeah, there it is. 3179 is what I want. So look at that. I suppose we're supposed to do with and without, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to do it without. Though I could add the other one in later if I wanted to. All right, 3179. I'm going to go down below. I'm going to do the same thing. These are the outliers. And delete everything that's not 3179. All right, got 4 of them. And it's already added up for me. That's awesome. All right, let's look up above. Let's see what we have here. Make sure everything is lining up. Here are my totals. Totals are there for that. Good, good. All right, let's see what our new priority is. It is only that. What is that? I'm going to get repetitive motion. Okay, so that was our third priority that hasn't been tested for. So that's what we're going to test. All right, so I'm going to immediately just do the work, okay? I mean, yeah, I could keep... Oh, no, I'll keep this one. I'm not going to fill in the stuff, though, because I want to get to the answer. Let's see. Come on. There we go. So this is all we have left for 3179. I'll blow it up for you. I'm going to filter and just look at repetitive motion. So data, filter, where's my cause? There it is. And I'm just going to keep repetitive motion. It's weird. Usually slip, trip, and fall is something we look at, but... All right, so we have... There's no open claims, okay. We know there are some outliers. Oh, I gotta go down here, the repetitive motion, because we only had 379. So I will kind of look at that. Where are my causes? There's only one. Okay. So I do need to go back and look at that. Darn, I was really hoping I didn't have to. And we got to get rid of these because we're going to be redoing them. Got to get rid of all this because we're going to be just looking at the 9 repetitive motion claims that are here. That's not going to be pretty, but we're going to have to graph it. All right, that's our count. Let's do the total paid. We're just going to go through 20. Oops. We're just going to go through 2021. That's kind of the way we've been doing it. It's interesting because 2022 is higher already, but yeah. I did it when there's more data. When there's less, there were some zeros there. All right, let's get the X axis populated. This is not going to be pretty. Not at all. It's not the way they say it. Across the pond. Not at all. All right, let's do some trend line action. We're going to go 2 years ahead here. Display that. Not great. Same thing here, but it'll just be a 1 year jump ahead. Again, we're forecasting to 2023. Yeah, okay. All right, let's go ahead and fill in the table just with when the outliers are removed. All right, so equal integer, it's just going to be 1. Total paid is right there. The average, I'm going to go up. It's right there. And the median, the number of open claims, which there are none. With no open claims, we could use 2022. Right? Well, there's a reopened. Yeah. Maybe make it look a little better, but $0 claims. Forgot to do that. Oh no, it's doing that thing again. Oh boy. All right. Outliers equal. Scroll down. There's 1. And the total. Okay. So that's the averages. Pretty low stuff. Now let's do the figures. All right, the number of claims. It goes to 1 point. What is it? 3. 3 of those. The total amount. It actually goes right to a dot. 25,000. 25. 1, 2, 3. Now let's fill this stuff out. There is 1 outlier removed. And let's see. So for the number of claims, it's, I'm just going to say 0.42. The R square is 0.5844. The slope here is, and this is a dollar amount again, 3945. 0.48. I just rounded that up, and the R-square is 0.3244. Okay. Because of the low R's, we're going to have to go with the averages. So we assume there'll be 1 and, or 1 to 3, and it's going to be about $8,000. Or with that, 8,900. We want to round up a little. Okay, so that would be P3179. This is repetitive motion. This is P3179, outliers removed. I'm just going to let you go ahead and complete this thing here. Oh, that shouldn't be like that. So delete, delete, delete. Okay, because it's good to have all that stuff. So there should be a 3179 outliers removed. There should be a P3179 outliers included. And how would we get that? We would start with the P with the outliers. Copy. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to set it up and then I'll finish it on my own. Paste. So now what we do is first blow it up so you can see it. I'm hoping that because you've done this so many times that you guys are starting to understand. You can kind of do this on your own. Data, filter. We're going to filter by class code. And we're just going to look at 3179. And the outliers will be included. Okay, and now I can complete the tables. There we go. There, that's all cleaned up now. And this is going to be P3179, outliers included. And I need to finish that. So what I'm going to do is right click on it and I'm going to make it red. I really didn't. Did I finish that other one? I don't think I did 379. I'm going to move that over one. I'm not sure if I finished this one either. So I'm going to make it red and then I'll clean it up. But we've got the 379 repetitive motion now. Another one of our priorities. And I did the 379 stuff. So I'm going to go over to my table of content. You don't have to do this. I'm doing it just because I just needed some order. I don't know if you guys are like that too. Okay, that's the 3179. And I did one more. So, or how should I do this? There's one of my priorities. There's two more priorities. And we did P3179 with outliers. P3179 outliers removed. And then finally P3179 repetitive motion. Outliers removed. Okay, we are getting there. I don't know how many more I'm going to need to do. So before, I think I stopped on 3076 with and without outliers. Now what we need to do is go back to that. First of all, save my work. And so I've got the Madison outliers included, outliers removed. 3076 outliers removed. And so now, go in here. And I'm going to look at these two here, and it looks like I could look at both manual material handling and cut, puncture, scrape. I want to just go back one more to the outliers removed. Did we see anything? All the outliers. Oh, most of them are 3076. And where am I going? What the? Where are all the other things? Okay, that's probably... Is this... Oh, okay. So I remember I had an issue. Madison outliers removed. So that's the data. And then just those things. So I got to delete this. Delete. Good. Because I was wondering what that was. So I'm going to turn this to... Madison with outliers, Madison outliers removed, 3076, outliers included. Okay, so I think I'm all set now. So now I'm going to look at this again. And 3076 with outliers removed is definitely our number one. And I just, do I even want to look at this one? 4243. It's 11 of them. Is there a 4243 down below? Where are the classes? No, there's not. You know, 4243. That one I would. It's 7 times larger. At this point, I think I'm just going to do 3076 and then look at it from these two perspectives. So let's do that real quick. Outliers removed. 3076. Yeah. I think there's enough here to look at. That's the majority of the stuff. And that's, I mean, if we're going to go by Pareto ratios, this is definitely the majority. Okay, so we now need to do 3076 manual material handling, 3076 cut, puncture, scrape. That's what we need to do. So I'm going to highlight this. And then... it's just going to be a tough time. I think, or if you can just organize everything. Are the outliers down below? I'm just checking. Yes. And we're looking, I'm going to first blow this up. I think cut, puncture, scrape was number one. Isn't that right? Yes, cut, puncture, scrape. So this is going to be M3076, cut, puncture, scrape, outliers removed. All right, so the header row is going to need to be filtered by the cause, which is right here. It's right in front of my face. All right, we're just going to look at cut, puncture, scrape. I mean, we can speak to everything, or we can speak to the priorities. I mean, we want to be able to tell management this is what we want to invest. Got one open claim, no reopen. Let's go down here. Okay, these got to be deleted. Oh, that I see. This is when I was kind of getting fancy, right? Let's get delete. Oh, make sure you update these tables. That's another thing I need to do. So I lost those things too. All right, cut, puncture, scrape. That's all we have. We've got 13 of them. All right, let's go ahead and graph it. That was the count. One. Okay, the total paid. Any Sesame Street fans out there? All right, let's get the x-axis all set up. And then it's trend line time. Ahead 2 years, display that. Go over here and do the same thing, but just forward 1 year. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, the outliers down here too. 3076, we're just doing cut, puncture, scrape. Manual material handling had 2 of them. Okay, we got 1, and do we have that? Okay, yeah, we got everything. That should be 1, dude. Okay, let's go up here and fill out our table. Results table. So this is Madison 3076, cut, puncture, scrape. All right. So we did not do that stuff, so we're just going to do without the outliers. And so the number of claims is equal to the integer. Oh, it's just 2. Total paid is right there. Oh, and just remember the annual averages. I'm going to click on this. I'm just doing for the paids, I'm doing 17 through 21. For the I'm doing through 2022. Why? Because with open claims, these would continue to grow. Do we have any open claims? Because if we don't, yeah, we do have one open. So therefore, I'm just gonna use the 2021. All right, paid average equal. And for that, I go up here. I'm going for all years. And that was something that I had put in the notes. Number of open claims, it's 1. I really should do open and reopen. Whatever. At this point, got a lot of information we need to go through. $10. What's the next thing? Layers removed. Well, we know it's 1, and then I'll just bring up the other thing. I should just click on it, but whatever. Okay, there we go. All right, let's do our figures. First, I can go equal 1 equal 92,000. What's the estimate for the number of claims? It stayed even at 2. The total paid is right about here, 15 grand. 15, 1, 2, 3. Oops. I mean, next week it'll be cleaning up and then deciding what we want to enter for the loss. It's kind of important. So it won't seem like a lot, but it's really important. Okay, so the slope is 0. The R square is 0. Sorry. Let's see. The rise is 2041. The R square is 0.1289. Okay. Looks like we'll be using the average. So it looks like there'll be about 2. It'll cost that much, approximately. And not including the outliers. Save my work. All right, we got another one to do. We're going to do the manual material handling. Copy. Paste. Oh, no. Oh, it worked. Zoom it in. You don't have to zoom it in. I have to. All right. Data. Filter by cause. We're doing manual material handling. I mean, do you kind of understand the importance, even though this is a lot of work, that we're definitely digging down a lot further than what other people do. They take it broadly, like, okay, well, throughout your entire place, you've got a lot of manual material handling, go to it. Yeah, but where is it occurring and what type are they, you know? 3076, and this is manual material handling. So this is giving us an opportunity to really dig down. All right. So let's create some graphs here. Wait, do I have to go down here and delete anything? Oh, there's 2. Okay. Boom, boom. Delete. So we've got 2 outliers. I don't know why that was like that. I'll have to go back and check some of my work, but whatever. Really? What are you doing? Count if. Okay. Are you happy now, Excel? Should have been checking all this stuff here. Yep. Making sure all the numbers work out. Okay, now let's do this. Through 22. Insert scatter plot. Go to the total paid. Down to 21. Insert scatter plot. Let's get the X values worked out. I mean, this is a lot different when you have a ton of data, and that's what I'm kind of used to. This is a somewhat small data set. All right, let's do the trend line thing. Trend line game is strong. There's that. And add trend line. Ahead 1 year display. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, let's get the table stuff done first. Equal integer. That's just going to make it 1. The total paid average, not a lot. Claim average is equal to the median. Open claims. $0 claims. And I think next is outliers. Equal. See, typically what I do is probably just write it down. But I'm scrolling around because that's probably what you guys are doing. All right. Equal that. All right, let's do some estimations. That's between 4 and 5. I'm going to round down and say 4. Total paid is right at 14 grand. Yeah, next week is just going to be a lot of explanation and figuring stuff out. All right, so what's the slope? 0.743. Round it up to 1. Yeah. Okay. 0.74. 7243. That's not bad, actually. I mean, because look at, they barely had any, and then it's been 2, 4, and 3. So yeah, I mean, it could be 4. I don't know. Over here, what's the dollar amount? It's going up. 2,642. 2,642. And oh, that's actually not bad, is it? 0.77949. Interesting. We might be able to get a decent estimate here with those kinds of numbers. Which is, it's manual material handling too. Yeah, because 17, 18, 19, there's almost nothing, and then boom, it shot up, and it seems to be going up. I don't know. I do not know. All right, I have not saved this correctly yet. This is M3076. Material handling. Outliers removed. Okay, let's see here. So we've got 2. So we did 3076. Cut, puncture, scrape. Outliers removed. We did M3076. Manual material handling. Did I type it all out? Yeah, manual material handling. Outliers removed. I'm going to type this one out too. Cut, puncture, scrape. Cut, puncture, scrape. Outliers removed. All right, so that's another one that is good. This is a recommendation. This is a recommendation. That's a recommendation. Those two are. These two are not. This is just work that was done. And this is another one. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 total things I'm going to be recommending. For the Masson plan, it's just one of the class codes. It's 2 different causes. For Poinet, there are 2 recommendations under 3076, which, yeah, that would match with that. But then we have additional here. So that's what we're doing this week. That's it. I mean, that's not it. That was a lot. But ultimately, that's what I want you to be putting into here. So we completed the 2023 forecast losses for the Madison with and without, and the Poinette with and without. And I think it would be good. Provide the annual table, all four figures, and the estimated table. Okay, so that's a lot. That's a lot of copying and pasting. But I mean, because what is it here? So what am I asking for? I'm asking you to go into all of these basically and bring over the tables and figures. That seems like a lot to me. What do I really want? I mean, some of you are like, oh, I've already done it. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, it's copying and pasting. It's good practice. Yeah, I do want you to do it all just because it's going to get you even more. It's going to be very intimate for you to see everything like it is, so that when we get to the interpretations, you're like, oh, okay, I see, because I worked with this stuff. I saw, when the R-square values were very low, and then we go with the averages because I was talking about that. But go ahead, and this is the site breakdown. This is the top class codes. And then compare what we learned from last week's analyses against the information provided by the work comp carrier. So that's where, yeah. So what did we find? That is what I want to talk about next. You know what? I'm going to do that in another video. This one's already 30 some minutes. So I'm going to do another video, which I'm going to kind of compare, like what they said were the top things and what we got for top things. And you can kind of see that we've got it really broken down to the point where we know which workers to go talk to, and an idea of what's causing the harm, so we can ask questions, pointed questions, which will allow us to maybe get some insights into why in what tasks or what part of the day, or why is this control that we thought we had in place isn't working, and start understanding work as practice versus work as imagined or work as planned. So, yeah, I'll do another video once I break this down because I want to think about it a little bit more. But, when it comes down to it, if you can just get the work done, that's probably the most important thing. So let me think about this. Talk to me if you got questions, but this is something that I'll probably put together here at the end of the week. Okay, thanks everybody.